Operation Interloper, the long-rumored honeypot scheme to catch a UFO. But what exactly is it, and why did it lead me to go to the Y-12 National Security Complex? The first whispers of Interloper entered the conversation on October 15, 2020, when Lou Elizondo was asked if U.S. naval ships had been used to bait UFOs. At the time, Elizondo was unable to elaborate on this topic and was unable to even mention its name, but because of how important this was to the topic, he encouraged us to continue to ask questions about it. And of course we did, but it wasn't until Imminent was recently published that we got the full story. And on page 145, Lou summarized the objective of Interloper, which is to set a trap to lure UFOs in with bait that they find irresistible, nukes and water. UFO's interest in nukes is something Lou even mentioned in his resignation letter, where he stated, "There seems to be a direct correlation the phenomenon exhibits with respect to our nuclear and military capabilities," which is information that apparently didn't make its way up to Pentagon brass. But unlike the American military, the Russian military was paying attention. As reported in this must-read Medium article published by the Hermetic Penetrator, during a rare interview, a Russian general discussed what bait is the best bait for luring in UFOs. As a rule, they are objects of strategic significance, rocket complexes, scientific test establishments, in other words, the places where there is a high concentration of advanced science and, to some degree, danger. The general then went on to confirm that the tests were actually successful and that they were even able to perform some rudimentary communication with the unidentified objects that arrived. But what type of UFOs do you think were the first to appear in most instances? The answer? Spherical UFOs, or what we would typically call orbs. A shape which, according to Arrow, accounts for 31% of the UAP reports they've received, and that appears in leaked videos as well as the potential recent sphere sighting at the Manchester airport in the UK. Operation Interloper, which was actually the brainchild of Jay Stratton, planned to take things to the next level, because they proposed to set a UFO trap that utilized a fleet of nuclear-powered naval assets, including carriers, destroyers, and submarines, as bait. And don't forget that those subs carry big, dangerous things that go boom and operate in the same domain as unidentified submerged objects. So Interloper wasn't limited to the air domain, it was set up in the classic as above, so below fashion. Then, if any UAP showed up to investigate, the trap would figuratively spring shut, allowing the naval fleet to focus all of their associated intelligence collection assets on the UAP and capture as much data as they could. Unfortunately, to our knowledge, Interloper was never given the green light. Also, equally as unfortunate, I can't afford to rent my own naval nuclear-powered fleet, but I might just have the next best thing. Right down the road from me is the leading edge of nuclear research and development, the Y-12 National Security Complex, which seems like pretty good UFO bait to me. So yesterday, I hopped in the world's most inconspicuous vehicle, the family minivan, and headed to Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Despite my best efforts, I was unable to obtain any footage of UFOs that would have led to catastrophic disclosure. But hey, you can't catch a fish unless you get your worm wet, so it was worth the shot. And if you're interested in learning more about the UFO nuke connection, Jesse Michaels just put out a 2-hour-long video discussing this very topic that's definitely worth checking out. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.